Hey y'all, what's going on? What's good? What's good? Look, y'all, we back for part number 2, and I hope that y'all are ready. We're coming back in this round, and as we discussed, we're going to give y'all the dance features up close, as well as all stand rounds from all 8 bands. So I hope y'all are ready to get into things. We saw some great magic on those field shows. We saw a lot of good things. Honestly, Quay, I don't think I had any negative parts. Did you have anything negative about what you saw?
No, I actually enjoyed what I saw. It was a really good show.
I agree. I don't think there was any negative to anything that we saw. I think it was definitely, some really good, promising beginnings to what we expect from the season. I honestly, kudos to all bands. Kudos to all bands involved. I think all 8 bands really put on a great show, especially preseason, especially right after band camp. Look, I'm excited. All right, y'all. So I hope that y'all are ready. We're going to go ahead and get ready to get into this. Baby, look, go ahead. Let's pull up this video.
Let's get started then.
We're going to start with Mal's Golden Stars.
All right.
Smash Time is in the building.
Shout out to Smash Time. Thank you for this video footage. It was a nice move right out the gate.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a cute combo.
Okay.
Okay. Nice little
Y'all better groove. All right. Thanks for that.
I would have definitely liked to see them use some floor choreography to get back up versus just getting back up in that spot where they get the beat layouts. The band is really pushing this song.
Yeah, they look good though.
Okay. 3-part section. All right.
Yeah.
I believe the captain is Jada Tank's sister, right?
Who?
The captain is Jada Stingett's sister.
I'm not sure.
I believe it's her sister. They look just alike. The one right here in the center on the picture.
The captain. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
All right. Good job from Miles College. Golden Stars. Really nice. The split there seems to fit. I would have liked another ending. I know the split is very easy for a lot of groups. It's kind of a universal good way to end, and it just lets us know that the routines come to an end. But it fits the routine for what they did. I think it was just kind of. I would have liked to see them kind of do something a little more innovative.
I thought it was nice. The routine was really nice. The choreography was great. A little cleaning points, but that's okay. You can work on that. A little more. It'll get better. But yeah, they did really good. I thought they had energy. They all danced alike, so they looked like they're a team. And like I said, just cleaning little parts like the technique and stuff, getting to the floor, making sure that it's fluid and not, forcefully stopped or anything. Making sure that we're not injuring ourselves going down and all that stuff. So good job.
Yeah, I think the only thing, the floor work, when they did the V layouts, again, I say, I would have loved them to see them do choreography from the ground and getting back into whatever the routine would have continued to be versus just a cold get up from the ground. Make every motion count. So if you're hitting the floor, do something there and bring us back to the front. I think that'd been great. But other than that, really good job.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we're going right on into Texas Southern University, Motion of the Ocean.
All right. Okay.
Hey, for the salsa at the beginning. I see a little Latin fusion.
Yeah.
A lot going on at the beginning. You got walkovers, you got leg holds, movements and poses. Okay, that is a ripple. Okay, we just wondered if that was a ripple when we first saw it in the field. So those were ripples. I think those ripples could have been better defined if they were not in a block.
Yeah, I think
I think it made it hard to know if those were true ripples or not from a aerial view and not from a field view. From field view, you can tell. From aerial view, not a clear view.
That was nice. Maybe have more people
really
do
good.
that.
And it was with the music.
Maybe they should have clumped right there to make it.
I mean, yeah, it would have been made sense, but this formation has been very stoic. Like I said, they really haven't left that block. They made some movements. Oh, they got too close right there. It looks like possibly Serenity and another dancer. They collided. You see that?
Yeah.
It was three dancers that kind of clumped, and I think that's the thing. That was what I was saying about that block. That block being there can be a little, with all of what they're doing, can be a lot. Again, if they would have spread out, I really want to see motion, and they probably will do in the season, just not this particular performance. But I would love to see motion really utilize the field. Like there's a lot of dancers. Yes, get off the 45. I would love to see y'all get into the 40, 40 to 40, you know what I'm saying? And really use that space and make it count. Y'all are a big team. Utilize that space. Use it for your visuals. It looks good when y'all together, but it will look even better when y'all open up and let us really see all that you have to offer. I think they get stuck between the 40 and the 40. I mean, the 45 and the 45 a lot. That's my only thing. And that block formation, like I said, they moved, but it was a block pretty much the whole formation, and that's the only thing that made it hard to really see everything. It was because it was so congested. But other than that,
I would say that for them to be in a block, though, they stayed clean.
They were very clean. Very clean. Lots of choreography. They definitely danced us down. I just want to see more usage of the space. I feel like they're stuck, and I don't want them to be stuck. But other than that, no, they did a really good job. Really good job. And if this is out the gate, we know next is going to be even better.
Yep.
That was straight up field. All right, we are now at Tennessee State University, and we're watching Sophisticated Ladies field show.
I love this uniform.
I was just gonna say, I love uniform. I love that move. Very innovative. That's why I better keep dancing, even though you didn't like it.
What's up? Please. Yes, please.
Come on, Axels. I'm here for Axels. Love Axels.
Come on, Control.
That was cute. They have been working. They have been working hard. You can tell.
Come on, Kelly. Yes, everybody.
For there to be 6 or 7 girls out there, they are really working their field. And see, it makes sense for them to stay between the 45 and 45 because it's not that many of them. You better break me. Yes. I like the wrap going down the arm. I just noticed the detail.
That was nice.
That was good. I just noticed the wrap going down the left arm that they have there. That was that's cute. I didn't notice the detail when they were dancing. You couldn't see it, but I just noticed they had that blue ribbon wrapped around their arm. That's really, really cute. Energy looks good for that to be 7 girls. I don't know if that's the full team or just vets, but if that is the team, they're gonna be a beast this year.
Yeah, they look good.
They look good with 7. You can tell they have been working and they are hungry for whatever they got to bring this season. So they look really, really good. The field show looks good. the technique, the dancing. I mean, they're giving us a range of versatility, and it looked really good. It didn't look overdone or not enough. They really used it. And for 7 girls, I mean, like I said, they were moving around that field, so it kept me very entertained. So good job to the sophisticated ladies for excellent, huh?
Very creative. That circle part, that was nice.
Yes. Yeah. Good job, sophisticated ladies. Yes, yes. We're headed right on into Bethune-Cookman University, and we're watching 14 Karat Dancers, better known as 14 Karat. Love the uniform, love the starting pose. All right. So what I think with 14 Karat, good energy. Mm-hmm. They may use a song. They definitely utilize the 45 to 45, but for the size of the team, it makes sense for them to stay in that range of space. I think the last 16 counts, maybe 24, was really. And if I say this, I feel like it was filler to get to the ending. I feel like it was filler material because they did that breakout from the circle, came out, quick whip where it looked like they were maybe going to do a leap or something else in that moment where it could have been big. I feel like the energy of coming out of that moment where they clustered, they was coming out from a circle formation. I feel like that was a moment to really hit a height. And instead of that, they did a kind of a fake and a head whip, and they went back, duck, roll, came back, roll back out, land. So I feel like the last little 16 counts or whatever that was, it might have been 24, but I think it was 16 counts. I feel like it was kind of filler material to get them back to the ending formation. I would have liked to see them use that space when they busted out of that circle and made that a climactic moment. I think it would have landed and elevated the level of the show, being that we know they don't get as long as most typical dance teams. It would have just given them one more boost because they rode out. The ride out was good. The technique, the kicks, everything was really good. I feel like it was missing that one wow. And I feel like it's right when they got it,
only get like a little snippet of of a performance, and so I feel like they're trying to put everything that they can in between that segment. And so I think that maybe they probably did have something right there, but because of the tempo of the music and the time span, they probably had to fix it because they do have a small window. Other than that, though, it was very creative. I thought that was a visual intake. Also, I think that they are really, 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 really good. They are so clean, and execution is really good for them to be dancing as fast as they're dancing. That's a drop. And for everybody hit. They're hitting the kicks, they're hitting the technique, the C jumps, they're hitting, the calypsos and making sure they land. I only saw one little tiny mistake, and that's of course when they landed into the middle split. But other than that, they did really good. So the
mistake was minimal. She was doing the best she could. I could tell she got off in the motion. She got off in one. She got off in one of the it was a jump, a leap that they did, a spinning leap that they did, and she wasn't able to land in time. But she kept going and got right back on beat. But yeah, the energy, the stamina that they put out there is major. And if they ever get the same amount of time that most other teams get, I'd be scared of 14K.
Okay.
Because 14K, they give it to you for real. So good job to 14K again for the energy and making the most of the time that you have.
That was entertaining though. I will say that. You know, sometimes there are teams that do get a whole segment and you'd be like,
yeah, girl, what are you here for? What are you here for? What are you here for? But no, 14K, we never have to ask that question. They keep us entertained on the field.
Dude.
All right. We are headed on down to the hill, and we're going to see Prairie View A&M University Black Foxes. That was cute for a tag.
Yeah.
That little leap they did, that was really cute. That torture tag, I think what it was. One thing that I noticed is that the captain is not on the 50. She's been off to the side a lot. So she's allowing her team to get the shine just as much as she is. So good job to Chassie for sharing the spotlight. You know, a lot of times the captains are typically right down the center. She's not there. Come on for the traditional bow.
All right.
That middle split was fierce, but all them babies was low.
Okay. I will say that the Foxes, they look good. They look good. The field show was really good, but the only critique I have is I need a moment. You know, like we said before, they're clean. They look good. The energy is there, but it looks like there's a set to make sure that we're clean before every next A count, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just would like for them to like kind of flow more into their next move. I don't want to be like, okay, what's next? You know, like it's an ending A count or something. Keep it dancing, you know. Also with them, they have a lot of girls too. And I also feel like they could have done more formation changes and stuff like that. But other than that, they look really good. They're clean. The energy is there. I think Chastity is going to have a bomb season. You know, somebody said something about them doing a bow. I don't know who said it. I seen it on the internet, but that's their signature. Like, you're going to get that. They're not going to do it every time. But when you do, just know what it is. And they incorporate new ways of doing it every time. I think that's unique. And that's something to do at National Battle of the Bands because guess what? You're showing the band. You know, this is an introduction to the season. So you're gonna get that. That's them. So yeah. But
the bow is definitely, there's a couple of other things that are tradition. They don't do them all, but they do keep the bow. The bow is a traditional Fox signature. It's in almost every field show. It has been typically in their history. This new wave of Foxes definitely find a unique way to do the bow. They take it and they elevate it, they change it. So we do like that. But she gave us a traditional Fox bow. There's nothing wrong with just keeping it simple. It's the first show of the year. If she's going to be creative, I'd rather see the creativity at a game. So this is a perfect chance to just stick to the tradition, to keep it simple and go. I also think that doing too much in the bow for this particular song would have taken away from it, honestly. I think the traditional bow fit the mood and the tone, so I think it was a good call. Also,
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I did too. And that's tradition. It's no different than any team get there and do tradition. So when we critique somebody, know their traditions, because every team has traditions, and you see them on the field. Okay. Yep. But unfortunately, the Foxes is a big signature move. We know it when we see it, but that's what makes the Foxes the Foxes. Okay, they are a kick line team. That we also know they're going to give us a kick line or lots of kicks. That's part of their history. I think the other thing I agree. I would have loved to see more utilization of the field, but they did dance us down. They did a lot of combos. I agree with you in the sense that they look good. I know I can definitely see the Foxes are going to come out swinging hard this year. If you're battling them on the field, I'm going to be scared because they are a field team. The stands we'll get to in a moment, so we can definitely get my critiques there. But I think, honestly, that the choreography of it all, in between those combos, I definitely think that will give us that grit, as we said in the previous video, that we're looking for. You know, after they hit a nice combo or two, they give us some boom, 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 bow, whatever. That's not a lot of the Fox style, but at the same time, I know they will find a way to keep it foxy. And to get what they give. So I'm excited to see where they're going to go this season.
Same.
We're headed right on down into Mississippi, and we're going to head by a college known as Jackson State. JSETs. Go ahead. I can talk. This is my song.
Jackson State University, JSET. This is JSET.
First off, this is a song for me. I love applause. They sound good.
They look good.
They look amazing. And this to be just bets, baby, the bets are eating. I hope the crabs can
I think it's the freshman out there. I'm not sure that I feel wrong.
I don't think so. I think this is all bets. Because there was 7 or 8 of them at merge. I think this is about right. Let me see. This is right because you would have had it was 3. It was 3 and 3, and then a middle and a middle. So yeah, this is right. This is all bets. Because you had 5 crabs, so yeah, that number wise, that should be right. Every day is moving. Let me tell you something. If y'all thought Alea is not gonna keep the pace, she's showing you right now. She's here to keep it, and she's a field girl.
I love her look. Like, she just looks like so mature. I love it. Like, not mature, like she just looks so grown. Like, she looks like Jay said, dancer. Like, I'm the package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she gives grown woman body.
Yes.
She gives grown woman body. She has the look, the hair. She gives grown woman body. Kind of like the classic sets we used to see back in the early 2000s.
Yes. She looks
when you look amazing. At them, they give grown. They give voluptuousness.
Yes. And not even just being voluptuous, just looking like professional. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. She looks good.
She's pretty. But, baby, let me tell you something. The Stats ate that field.
They ate that.
I'm scared because a lot of people are you know, it's always hard, like I said before, to replace to come after a captain that had such an impact. So to come behind Lania after everybody has pretty much deemed Lania the SWAC queen last year, you know what I'm saying? They say she pretty much ran through the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? That's opinionated, but most people had to give the Sets their credit. Last year, the Sets was on 10.
That was.
And it's scary to come behind a captain that's strong like that because if you do not match the energy, people are going to quickly eat you alive. And I think a lot of captains get caught up in the getting ate alive because they're not able to give what the previous captain gave.
Right. And the thing about it is, what people need to understand is that everybody is their own person. Everybody leads a different way. Everybody has a different direction that they want to go in. So I think she's doing great. I would not let that other comments, nothing. I would not let that deteriorate how I want to run the season this season, you know? So
yeah,
I like what she's coming with so far. She looks good. The team looks good. They're backing her, and the field show was hot. I ain't gonna lie, that was a hot field show. That was good.
For the end of the year field show, that was giving me getting close to homecoming teas. That's the type of field shows we start to expecting when we know we're getting into the hot games of the season. That was a beginning of the year routine. Baby, I'm scared because if that's beginning, I don't know where they're going. Kudos to success. Kudos to success. That's all I'm gonna say.
They did good. All right.
We're gonna head right on down to a little town in Louisiana called Baton Rouge, and we're gonna see fabulous dancing balls. Look at the call. Maybe it was the call for me. The step out, the slow rise. Okay. First thing I noticed with dolls, the energy coming out the gate. The energy coming out the gate is there.
On. We're dancing.
That was cool. Just can't get around.
Okay. You didn't have to stand up right there, right then. But anyway.
So, but let me tell you something about that doll. Let me tell you something about them dolls right there. And I noticed this with last season as well, with Kyrie. The dolls are starting to dance into their transitions, which is not typical doll. They used to do a strut or something. They are dancing through their transitions now. And you see a lot of more teams doing that. They are not wasting music. Let me tell y'all, they didn't waste not 1 ounce of that music. From the time she built that up to count them off, they came on that field with a strong energy. Like, we are here, and they did not stop. They did not come off the gas till they hit that ending post.
Exactly.
That's a different doll team that I didn't used to watch. And I'm not just saying this year, but that's a different doll. The energy, the way that they make one movement hit another, the way that the movements flowed into the formations, everything made sense. And I can't take away from what the dolls did. I'm not an avid doll watcher, but I do appreciate what all teams bring in. Let me tell y'all something. That's going to be a team to reckon with.
Yeah, that field show, that was nasty work. And I'm only, okay, look, it's one thing to like, I really feel like, okay, she's finding that she's doing like the middle ground from previous doll field shows to current day. Because I feel like previous seasons, yes, they were good, but I feel like they did a lot of technique and I knew what was coming next kind of thing. This was choreography. They were dancing.
Yeah.
And that's something that they used to do back then. They always danced. You really couldn't tell me where they were going. Even though like they were strutting to the spots, you didn't tell me like the formations were crazy. The transitions were crazy. And so that is what she's giving me. I don't know.
It's really giving me late 90s. When my brother marched in Southern University Band, the dolls that I saw of that era didn't strut a lot in between. They danced. And it was only 6 back. That was when it was 6 dolls. Okay, this seeing more than 6 is a new era wave of the 2000s. Because back in the 90s and probably previous years, there used to be like 6 dolls. It was kind of a norm. 6. And them 6 girls would dance down. Okay, so it's different.
I really wish that we would have got to see the back when she ended, but he got right up in the camera. But it's okay.
Yeah, look, to see all those fields again, honestly, all of them were good. There's nobody whose field was lacking. I mean, we're giving our critiques of what we would like to see, but every field really was good. And if these are the fields that starting the year, the trajectory of going upwards is going to be.
That's what I was going to say. The thing this year is going to be who's going to be consistent. It ain't going to be who's good because everybody is up here right now. It's going to be who's going to be consistent. So
don't slack.
Keep that momentum.
Yeah, don't slack on the choreography. For anybody watching, if y'all should come across the video, don't slack on the choreography. I don't care if it's a simple game. Make every moment count. Okay, that's where legacies are built. Yeah, that's where legacies are built. I don't care if it's an easy game, if it's a game against a no-name school. I don't care. Make every moment count. Keep the pressure on their necks, and your legacy will be built there for your season. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to keep your season strong, keep your foot on their necks. Good job. All right. Well, look, we're going to get ready to go, but all right. So real quick, I'm going to say this really, really quick. So with that being said, we're going to go into stand rounds, and we're going to take a moment to look at the stand rounds. As we're looking at the stand rounds, just prepare yourself that we're looking more than just what count they're throwing and just what they're going to do. We're going to be paying attention to the energy, the cleanliness, the timing, the musicality of if the stand and the music fits, how they doing against the beat. Because we are newer in this range of reviewing this kind of stuff, not new to what we do, but newer to put out in public, definitely want to help you understand how we're looking at this. So we're not looking at just the count. We're looking at how well is she flowing with the music, the band, is the team backing her up? Are they dancing with the same energy? Are they selling the material, or are they just giving us the material? Okay, so we'll be looking at that as well and how well this energy flows. Again, I hope that you're enjoying what we've given so far. Make sure you've gone back and checked part 1, which was just all the field shows, full field shows, so we can see all auxiliary and moments. We just gave you the dance field shows up close. I wish we could have saw TSU twirlers up close, but that's another story for another day. But we'll continue fighting to see those type of individuals up close as well. And then we're about to look at these stand rounds. So as we're getting ready to go into stand round, again, that's how we're going to critique the stand round. We're going to look at again, how they're using the music, how they're riding, are they clean, are they selling the material, is it coming from an authentic place, or are they dancing in a comfortable zone where it just looks too comfortable? So that's what we're looking at. So this is going to be a good intensive look at our expectations for stands. Okay, don't forget to put in the comments who you like, what you see, if you agree with our opinion, if you don't, what do you want to see as we continue to see these teams progress through the season as well. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Engage with us through those comments so that you can continue to, we can hear and give our, see what you're saying, to see where we are in our comments as well. All right. And don't forget, this is a pre-recorded video. However, still interact with the video so that you can get the information. We're headed into stands now. All right. And so, this is all stand rounds from our schools. This is going to be coming from Killer Kev YouTube page. So shout out to Killer Kev for the stand round. You can just push play. It's at the top.
This is a Killer Kev production.
So it looks like we're going to be starting with Southern and the Fabulous Dancing Balls. So I have a wondering.
What is it?
Why is this song dragging?
That's what I said. That's.
I mean,
it's not.
like they
Yeah.
typically band speed songs up. Why would they slow the song down? I think it's taken away from the intensity of how the song would hit, but it's also making the dolls drag. I think her intensity of her counts could be hit more if it was at the tempo of the song.
I honestly agree, but I do have to say that for the song to be dragging, the details that they are giving, they look good. Okay.
Yeah.
But they look good. Using the music of what they're giving.
Yeah.
They look good. Wow.
Only thing I would say, based on that first round for the dolls, is I want to see everybody execute this count the same. I see some minor differences.
That's what I was going to say.
They look good across the board,
good.
but everybody's not executing the exact same way. So
yes,
tighten up on execution.
Definitely matter.
Just make sure y'all tighten up on the details so that everybody's serving it the exact same way. And I think within that will solidify the way they look all year.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Moving on. This looks like it is 14K. So it's 14K.
All right, so we're here to the through Cookman 14K. Oh, right out the gate. Oh, right out the gate.
Hey.
Now, I did see a little clip of this, so I already know what's coming. But
okay, mix. Oh.
But when they started with that Wildcat, I was like, are they really starting with the song?
I thought that was cute. Cause like we here.
Yeah, but
as a band.
I do like their uniform with little sports. I think that's cute.
I love a sport uniform. Like
it's a different detail and it makes
like,
it look different.
But I don't know who will wear it.
I will say they are moving this one. They are clean. Jacque's got a lot of energy. We can't see everything, but her energy is top notch. And the team is backing her up.
Yes.
They look bigger this year. Is it just me?
I think it's just you.
I think it's more girls this year than it was last year. So wait a minute. There wasn't 11 girls on the field.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so it looks like maybe the vets took the field and then the full team did things. Okay. All right. A little ending.
Okay. So what'd you think?
Energy is good. Cleanliness is good. Captain definitely is serving a cup full of energy. I love it. The Alexa team backing her up. I don't have any complaints or any critiques. Really, this go around. It was good. If I had to go between them and Dolls,
Doll.
I don't know. I don't know who I would pick.
I feel like they both have some of the same comments as far as being clean and cohesive. They're clean, they're cohesive, but like you said previously, for Dolls, details do matter. there were a little bit of differences, but I really couldn't see as good as I could see the dolls. And I only feel like that is because it's so many of them versus it just being a few of them. So
Yeah, but they had a high energy song, and I feel like it was harder to pick them apart than it was the dolls having a medium-ish tempo song. If I had to pick out of that round, I'd probably go 14K.
that's cool. I like the dolls.
The dolls were good. I mean, both teams did well, but I'm just saying if I had to pick based on our critiques, I felt like I didn't really have a critique for 14K in that particular round.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is just the intro rounds anyway, but we'll
Probably.
see. Let's keep
And we're
going.
picking hairs. We're picking hairs at this point too. So
Yeah, to be honest. All right.
Okay, H-Town, we almost ready. We're going to keep it in the stands. We got the aristocrat bands versus the Sonic Boom!
Hurry up and get over there, killer.
all right, Sonic Boom. I haven't seen any footage, so I'm excited.
Me either.
I really hate the band director and the captains are always right in front of each other. You can't see the energy they're gonna serve. Okay. Let me tell you something. The Vets is coming out swinging.
What song is it?
I'm trying to decide. I can't tell you. I think it's an old song. Whatever it is, it's gotta be an old song because it's gonna sound like whipping out there.
That we want to see. We don't. All right. So. Okay. So, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I feel like they were restricted by the chairs. Some of the motions they do for J sets, and I'm gonna say this: J sets never look like they dance hard when they're in the folding chairs. They always think they're pulling back, maybe because of some of the traditions they do, since they're used to being in the traditional style stands, and a lot of their stuff is made to that seating setting. To me, they always seem like they pull back when they're in the newer stadium style chairs that have the foldy downs, probably because of the knees, the leg movements they do, things like that. It's a tight space, and I know from previous sets that I've talked to, they said they hit and bump their knees and stuff a lot. That they get a lot of bruises when they're in that type of setting. So to me, it looks like they're holding back.
I will say dancing in the stands versus dancing in stadium chairs is a big difference. I know personally. Me, if I had to pick, I would rather dance on the ground. But, since that's not always an option, dancing in the bleachers is different. It does prevent you from doing a lot of things, such as bending over and, making sure that you can swing in the right places and stuff, because it's barely room right there in that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. But I will say, for this first battle, the first round, they look good.
They look good, but it wasn't giving me the same energy as they gave me from the merge.
I feel that.
And I think it's attributed to the seating. And I can understand that because you're trying to throw the counts that will be effective but not hard to execute in that space. And they can be hard because you really got to think, what counts can I throw? Or what count is
in that stadium? It's a little tricky. So
yeah. And they're lower than where y'all normally would be. Y'all normally be in the upper decks. They're down low, which is not normal for the bands when y'all go to Energy, right?
That's not Energy.
That's not Energy Stadium?
No, that's NRG.
What stadium was that?
That's the I think that's the Mercedes. What they have? I don't know.
Compass one, was it Compass? Or
That's
whatever?
where the Texans play. The Texans Stadium.
Oh, they don't play in NRG?
We play at NRG, but that's not NRG.
Oh, I thought that was at NRG. My bad. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And NRG ain't that. Yeah, so they for the most part they look good. I like them. I like the swag Alea is bringing. That's her name, right, Alea?
They look good. They look good. I'm ready to see the next round. I think, that was a warm-up round. Like I said, they look good. I could just tell that they look restricted.
Yeah.
Unhinged, should I say.
You gotta think though, what is it when you come to somebody else's house?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it basically is, having to adjust.
Right.
All right. Let's move on.
So we got Jackson versus Tennessee, so across the field battle. Interesting. I don't like them coming from the side.
What you mean?
This is Tennessee State, Sophisticated Ladies. They are dancing as one, I will say that. Choreography.
Okay.
I got loud. I don't know if I would have thrown that count.
I just did that in my head. Get out my head.
Sorry. It's a cute count.
It is, but it don't fit.
Yes, it did. The second half didn't go for that music. That's cute. That's more the energy of the song.
Yeah.
Okay, good job paying attention. Okay. They look good and clean. They are dancing as one. There was a little mess up at the top corner over there, but other than that, she caught back on. They look good. Just besides that one count that was a little sketchy to me for that particular selection, they look pretty good. I think it was a good warm up. I do feel like they're holding back. The energy we saw in the field, we're not seeing in the stands.
Maybe it's the same thing though. Like you said, it's different dancing with those.
That's what I said. I feel like they're holding back, but that could have been a cold. With that being the first round, they could be cold. You know what I'm saying? They're not warm yet, so we'll see what the next round looks like.
I feel like when it comes to throwing counts, musicality is important.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna, I wouldn't say the count that she threw was bad had it been executed like the music is playing.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that's the thing with being a dancer. I know everyone has a style, but it's ways to execute things to make it fit what it is in the moment.
Yeah, you got your team has to be able to pick up if I'm throwing a count different than what we teach the count, so that we can make it hit with the music. That's an advanced. That's an advanced team because not all teams will pick that up. I also think that it wasn't the whole count. The first 8 was fine. It was the going into that second 8 where they did the bop 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 bop. That to me did not fit the music strategically that moment. But that's all. It's not a right or wrong. If that was the count that could go to the music and she threw it, I mean, she threw it. I mean, like I said, the first part went well. That little part of the count didn't. It seemed disconnected for that song.
Honestly, sometimes when you're in the moment, it's like, okay. Sometimes, like you said, it was their first round. So you still getting the nerves out. That's what came to my head in time. And at least I kept dancing, you know. So
Right.
You know,
yeah. I mean, she kept the counts flowing. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking in my head, like, to me, when I'm watching as a spectator, that moment wasn't, that count didn't add to the moment of what they had. Everything was looking good prior to that stand. Everything looked great after that stand. That stand made my face go. And that was only because, you know, I'm watching it. I'm not in the moment of trying to think through a book of stands either. So,
yeah. Okay. Well, let's see who we got next.
Next, looks like we go to Jackson State. Back to Jackson.
Okay.
Great switch. Fast to slow. It was an instant switch. She knew where she was going. Good direction. Okay. Good call. Give me the play. That stand was perfect for the beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stand went good for that rhythm.
Okay. This girl, you know who she's giving me? She's giving me a mix. She's giving me Taylor.
Oh. You got to say that again. Give me the. I couldn't hear you.
I don't want to see him.
What I will say is this mix is interesting because it's a lot of coffee. It's weird seeing Dog Team behind the band and not down beside.
Okay. So I was saying that she's giving me. I'm gonna fix what I was saying, but this is what I was saying. She's giving me like a mixture of energy. Like I'm getting that, you know, that suave that they give, like old, how they move. Like that's what I'm getting. Like she looks good.
Yeah.
She giving me KG with a mixture of like who she is. Like it's not completely KG, but the way she's like flowing through her counts to me, she's giving me KG. I'm not trying to compare her to her, but that's what like she's giving me vibes like it's on.
She was throwing a lot of old school counts initially before she got to the final songs. I'm gonna tell you who she gave me, and it wasn't KG.
Who?
Tierra.
I couldn't think of her name. I said she's giving me a mixture, but I don't want to say wrong.
I'm getting Tierra vibes. Tierra definitely is a heavy hit dancer. I'm not gonna say they're just alike, but she give me the vibe of Tierra. She knows her old counts. She knows her new counts. She knows when to go old. She knows when to go new. She knew her balance. Like she started off that first half of that mix strategically throwing older counts or more traditional counts, and then when that change came, she flowed right into the change. So she knew how to switch and when to switch and what counts her through. She looked real good. She looked real good. Good job.
For people to be saying that they did bad, like no, they didn't. They look.
I haven't read comments and I haven't looked, so I can't speak on that. But like I said, you come behind a dominant.
They look
when
good.
You come behind a dominant captain, like I said, the person who always comes behind a captain who has had a wonderful year, an amazing year that has a following, the captain immediately behind them always gets hard. Think about it. Think about Kivia, and then think about Deja. Deja was a good captain.
Right. She was.
But you can't, people were so stuck on Kivia that even you know my story, and a lot of people don't, but you know my story. Think about Gabby to Micah. Both were equally good. And I can say this because I've said it out loud before, but I was stuck on Gabby that I couldn't see what Micah brought. Micah is amazing. We work with Micah every year. But Micah's amazing. And she's such a diverse dancer. Knowing her in person, Micah is a dancer I can say that can pick up any style and execute. Micah is amazing doll. She's one of the dolls she's a diamond in the rough. Like she can literally do any style and do it to the T.
She can.
She's that versatile. But I was so stuck on Gabby, I couldn't see Micah's season until she was gone. And then I got into her season and it was like, dang, I became one of those people. You know what I'm saying? So think about those people. You know, it's just one of those things. And I'm gonna say this, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say it. Let's go to motion. Tamara to Taven. Tamara's a great captain. She had amazing feels. Her feels couldn't be topped. But people did not give her the light because people were still stuck on Taylor shine. So I think it's just one of those things when you see it, and we see that across all of the teams. When you have a dominant captain like that, it's hard for the captain that comes behind them, because if they don't give you the exact same energy the captain gave before, the people will tear them down. And I hate that, because let them be them. They got to find that thing. We don't want a repeat of somebody else. We want to see what this person brings. We want them to bring it, but we want them to bring the best they got. And if it doesn't match our expectations, oh, well, I'm not going to take away from the season. I'm not going to go in there and eat them up in the comments. I'm just going to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But I think so many people want to be heard so bad that they'll tear people down, and I don't understand that. But either way, we can keep going. We can get so from there. That's a rabbit hole we do not want to go down on live. So we're going back to Tennessee.
Prairie View.
Oh no, Prairie View.
We're going to Prairie.
All right. See what the Foxes bring. Okay, Chastity is already up. Now, I will say I did see a couple of people saying Prairie View's energy was the best out of all the bands. That they just had it. Huh?
Yeah.
I said I did hear people say that Prairie View's energy was the best of all the bands. Like in the stands, they just had a really energetic energy. I'm not gonna be able to see Cassie too much, but as simple as the uniform is, it's good. I love the purple and the gold.
Okay.
Ray Chastity is swagging out.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this: TV right now is entertaining and stinking. Their first song was entertaining. I'm gonna say that compared to the songs we've heard so far, that was a good number one song. That had good energy.
I see.
Yeah.
The
Chastity
energy is there.
The energy is there. They look good. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this in the best way. The team looks good. The energy is there. I don't feel like they're serving it to the level of Chastity yet. I don't also feel like they're dancing to sell. I feel like they're dancing in a comfort zone. They look good. They're clean. It's nothing negative. That's just my personal critique. I want you to sell it. I don't feel like everybody, the whole team as a whole was not selling. I'm not going to say the individuals. As a whole, it was not being sold. And I'm going to say everybody's not dancing with the same swag that Chastity was had when she's serving the count. And we know Captain's going to always give us the sale, but I want to see more of that same sale across the team. I think it would have made it that much more intense. The counts were there, the motions was there, they looked good, but just that little cherry on top, I feel like is what's missing.
Speaking for myself, even though you feel that they're not on her level, I think they vibed with her well, and I felt that from all of them. Mm-hmm. Especially seeing how Chastity threw it, and then how they came in behind her. Yes, they're gonna hit the 1-2 because it's always definite on the 1-2, but they look good to me across the board. Like, if this is a team, they look really good, and I felt that. I felt all of that. Whenever she did this, when she grooved, I felt the groove. You know, it was there. They did good. They look good, and I'm excited to watch them this season.
I'm very excited to watch them. I'm definitely ready to
actually. I'm actually upset that Labor Day Classic. I would love to be there in person.
That's gonna be a good battle, but you know what? The good thing is that you're not there because we're gonna get a chance to look at it and give our critiques on it.
I want to feel it in person.
Yes, we want to feel it, but at the same time, sometimes it's good not to be there because then we can give our unbiased opinions. Because if we're there, we get to feel the energy of the room. So of course, the energy will sway how we feel. If we're looking at just the footage, we can only go by the footage.
That's facts.
So that and the same way we saw the Foxes, you said you felt that they backed here, huh?
I feel like you're saying I'm gonna be biased.
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying it just shows the difference of opinions. Just like we said, you feel like they backed her up. I don't think they didn't back her up. I just don't think they were executing it with the exact same swag. That's just my opinion. But maybe it's where I was looking to. we could be looking in two different places, which would dictate how we see it. But I mean, they backed her. I just don't think they were like, when she did that move and she hit that bop bop, she had a groove about her, baby. Them shoulders was moving, that body roll. There was a groove and a sexiness about it. Some of the people were hitting it, some of them weren't, from what I could see, in the exact same way. That could have been the newbies. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's true.
But I mean, I think that's performance one. They have a chance. They had another week behind them. They could look totally new this week. That's the one good thing about having a game each week. You get to reinvent yourself or build what you didn't have the week before. So what they were missing this performance may be garnered in this next performance. So I can't wait to see what they're going to bring when we get to look at those videos. So be excited. All right, moving on to the next thing.
All right, we're moving on.
We got another stand battle. We're doing the Daytona Beach. Hey, the Blue Company is going down right now. What's up, man?
Okay.
What's up, Marky? What's up?
See?
Her energy is on 10.
I was just saying that, like you said, how they not back, they wasn't. I think they were executed like Tessie. I don't feel like they're executing her.
Yeah.
Like they have the energy, but she just has that extra like in your face.
She's putting the sauce on it.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm talking to you while I'm there. I want you to really understand and hear me. I'm loving this story. Ugh.
I ain't nothing like a good stand battle. Preview. What's up, man?
Okay, so we're going to preview. So before we hit preview, I don't have really a lot of negative about the 14K. Honestly, their energy is entertaining me completely. Captain is serving me down. I'm gonna lie. Captain is serving me down. I don't know if she was co-captain last year or if she's a new captain completely, but she is serving me down. Her energy is on 10. She's definitely there. I was almost gonna say they're doing a stand routine. It's too early in the season for a stand routine, but then they went to 8 counts and it saved my day. Because if they would have done a stand routine the entire song, I was gonna be like, kind of early for a stand routine.
I honestly think that's their way of doing things. If you actually watch them, like
I do. I love 14K.
I'm saying like sometimes they do. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying sometimes they do. A lot of togethers with the band. They have moments.
Yeah, that's kind of normal for a lot of the East Coast bands too, I think. But yeah, when she went to Thurston's, I was like, okay. I was like, oh, but not stand routine, not this early, baby, not this early. But I get it, but not this early. I like let's see a couple of counts before we start throwing stand routines out there, unless it's a major game. I wouldn't have done it at the battle, but it's good. I mean, I'm glad to see what they did. They again entertaining. I don't really have a lot of negative. I'm entertaining. I want to see where they go. I want to see where they go.
All right, so we're going back to Prairie View.
Come on, Prairie View, serve us. Oh, That's not a beat, not a nothing. Right out the gate. Yes, swag. Watch the swag. I think that's a female band director. I heard them grew a long way.
I didn't even know
Yeah, I remember when they selected her. She's been there for a couple of years now. Yes. Baby, they is grooving. I like that PV gave us energetic songs. Now that I'm listening to everybody, they're keeping their energy up. And that's really, really good. I think a lot of the bands have tried to do that. Upbeat.
Yes, clearly. Yes.
I mean, the cutoff, everything. Look at the sit down. I love it. I love it.
Would you like to keep going or?
I don't have a lot of negative. They were grooving.
Yeah, they look good.
They look really, really good. And I was just saying, PV's energy, period, is really, really up.
I agree.
From the band, their energy as a whole is really high.
Yeah, they look
They
good.
just improve. I hope they keep this same intensity throughout the whole season. I hope to hear more of these type songs and energy throughout the season. It's a good look for PV.
This is going to be a year.
Yeah. I said it last year before it was over. I said I feel like next year is going to be a year.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see. We're going to, looks like the Crimson Pipers, Tuskegee.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them in the stands from last year.
Hurry up and get on up there. I want to see.
This is big publicity, Tuskegee. I'm going to say shout out to them because to be a band, to be the smallest band in the building against every band in there is pretty much 2 to 3 times their size. And to still come and represent, shout out to Tuskegee.
I love this red uniform.
Yeah, that red is a really nice red. The metallic red.
Yeah.
It looks really good on them. They look grown and sexy.
Yeah.
I love the hairstyle because they traditionally wear
Yeah. So what do you think?
As far as the dancers look really, really good. I want to see they're dancing good. They're dancing big. I want to see a little more energy, but they are dancing good and big. I was also looking at the color guard behind them. I'm questioning the scarf for the color guard. It's not. It wasn't giving me what I wanted from the color guard behind them. I'll be looking at all the things, all the things.
I thought it was different. I would say that. I think it was just them having an element in their hand, something in their hand because they are the color guard. So it was different. Maybe they wanted to still give off the flag effect using the scarf.
Swing flags, hoops. There are apparatus that are made for those moments. The scarf. I mean, I have no issue with it. It's different. It's unique. It just, I don't feel like it gave any element that I had to see because they're throwing in a sense they're throwing stands. They're not doing color guard stands. They were throwing stands with a scarf.
Okay.
All right, we're going to college, and we're going to see the Golden Stars and possibly their flags if they dance or move in the stands. Okay, yeah. All right, the flags are making a call, so we know they're going to move as well. So we'll see with the Golden Stars as well as Miles College flag line. Is it the Divas, right? Swirling Divas, I think. I want to say that's what the name was. I have to go back and look the name. Okay, the dancer just made her call. The captain just made her call.
Hey, girl. Color guard is
Oh, our uniform is cute. See, they have hoops. See the effect difference? They throwing stands, but they still have hoops.
Hey, Stan, you enough for that one to stand, brother?
Okay. So what do you think?
Um, it was okay.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't.
agree.
I
I
wasn't.
was wow.
I
I
wasn't
agree.
wild. I mean, they look good. I wasn't wild. I don't know if it was a song. I feel like they wasted some. I think they wasted the slow part of the music too. I feel like
I feel like that too.
everybody, including the flags, they waited for that was like 24 counts or so. That they could have built something up to switch to that speed, which I felt like would have built the energy up in what they were doing in the next part. But they waited so long that I felt like once they got started, it was kind of like you could have warmed up in those first 24 counts of slowness, you know, and did something major there. So I feel like there was a moment missed. I also think that, it was okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want to be me, be really, really honest. And this is no disrespect to anybody, but I honestly was looking at the flags. It was a lot to look at. I mean, like in that stadium, the way they're seated, I don't think that's their normal setup. But in that stadium, it was a lot to look at with them doing 8 counts, the hoops and stuff. So my ADHD attention naturally kind of went above them because they had on purple, gold, the hoops. They had more things to pull me into them than the dancers did. They were wearing more of a darker monotone color. I was trying to watch both, but honestly, the flags kept more of my attention than the dancers. And that's not a bad thing. It's just the way my eyes caught.
I watched the dancers. I watched the Golden Stars, and I thought that musicality once again. Emphasis on like even though you like you said throwing the count that you're gonna throw, use that music to make the count fit. And I wouldn't say the captain didn't do that. I feel like she did, but the team has to get on the court to knowing that you have to execute moments, over exaggerate moments. When you have a song like that that's slow, but feel like a dun 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 dun. So you have to know when to hit move. So yeah.
I think they weren't dancing big enough.
Yeah.
But what I remember, I think like because the song was bum 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 bum. That was pretty much the rhythm, whatever that rhythm was. So if you're using that as your beat, you know you gotta dance big, bum 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 bum, whatever the end counts. I just feel like those are missed. You really gotta know your count. You really gotta know your book, so you know what to throw for a beat like that, so that you can keep the entertainment. The counts she threw were fine. They just didn't wow. Or maybe the team didn't wow. It might not have been her counts. It could have been the team. I don't know.
That's it.
But like I said, because my attention kept kind of going above them. Because the flags can keep my attention. I ain't gonna lie, baby. Them babies back there going in.
You always
Okay.
we're moving on.
We're back in Tennessee State. And okay, come on, twin talk.
Come on, energy. They have a stand routine.
I was gonna say, is it a stand routine? Maybe it's a partial, like an intro routine.
Heavy.
If it's a full routine, I'm still like, oh my god, too early. That's 2 count. It's got attitude.
Love that she's not with
That was cute. Run it back. She not waiting on the music. What's that? Baby not waiting on that 1 inch. She took every inch of music she got.
She is definitely.
Yeah. Catherine is real energetic.
I like watching her.
Yeah. Yeah, Catherine is energetic. Good catch. She almost moved, but she caught it.
Southern University.
They look a lot. They look way much better. Motion is just sitting back there in the cusp, baby, looking like so unbothered. Did you see? They looking so unbothered. I hate motion.
You know.
I really hate motion.
I mean,
The thugs of the SWAT.
not too much.
Okay, so Captain is definitely keeping my attention. She looks really, really good. I like the energy she's bringing. I like the hair contrast to the uniform. I do feel like the hair is big, so when they're doing a lot of their head motions, it's really giving a lot of energy and attitude. I would like to see what the uniform looks like with like a short hairstyle or a ponytail or a bob. It's cute. I like the hair. It doesn't take away, but I feel like I would like to see a grown and sexy hairstyle for them. I think it would have added to the
uniform. I think with that uniform, because it's giving body, you have to be mindful of things that give body and things that give flash. So because their uniform to me gives body, I feel like they could have had maybe like, I know people be like a bob, but a blunt cut.
That's what I was saying. Like
would have looked good with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like a ponytail, a pullback ponytail, a high low, or even though the hair, a high low look would have looked really good with that uniform because it would have opened their face up. That the hair they're wearing is nice hair, but it's in their face a lot. You can't see all their facial expressions because the hair is overshadowing them. I like hairography. I like all of that. I think we cannot let the hair overshadow the dancer. The hair is an accessory. It's not the main attraction. So I just feel like the hair sometimes overshadowed what I want to see up here. I'm a facial person. I want to see your facials. So it was hard to see through all the hair. So I think a bob would have been good. A pullback, a high low, even that same hairstyle and just do a high low would have looked good because then you would still get the same effect of what they're going for, maybe, but also you would have got to see them.
Me.
Yeah, I think for collegiate teams, a lot of times split the style. Yeah, I think nothing past the shoulders. I think everything shoulder up gives grown and sexy when you look at a collegiate team. Most of the looks they really sell the best for collegiate teams is when they have the shoulder up.
Because when you show shoulder, baby, back in the day, that used to get the men, you know.
Yeah.
Because
then we don't get lost. The hair doesn't hide the movement of stuff that we're trying to see. And I think sometimes with collegiate teams, with all the intricate counts, the hair can become a detriment.
I agree.
So yeah.
All right, let's move on.
They look good.
They do look good. Real good.
They do look good. I'm excited to see what they're going to bring the rest of the season.
All right, we're getting into the fabulous dancing dolls from Get into it.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Southern rests, the band as a whole, rests on medium slow songs. And this is always this is always been an issue for me in Southern. Southern will put me to sleep because they slow song me to death. I know Southern is a ballad band. Like they play really good ballads. That's what they're really known for. That's where they really kill most of their opponents is through the ballads. But when it comes to watching the dancers, sometimes it gets old because it's finding the entertainment. They can't really execute. Like I want to see them go in and hit a. Like, they've not done a fast song. Notice every band at least tried to play one thing. Southern, the song they would have had this fast, they slowed it down, and it's kind of that's scary to me. Is my uniform a different color?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that has to do with maybe 2 or 3 days.
Okay. Because yeah, hers is way more gold or yellowish than the other ones. So if that's the case, if they're the same size, I would have put the captain in the uniform.
Okay, man.
Right. I would have put the captain in the uniform. So Naomi's in the back now.
Give it up to Southern University. Give it up to Tennessee State University.
So,
So she doesn't know her music. So she don't know her music.
who?
Her. Because she went into the count again, and I think you could clearly see he was going to cut the music off. And so they were still dancing when she could have stopped. That's an opinion. I mean, that don't mean nothing. It's just my observation. She might not.
I think that she's a strong dancer, her Brianna. The lady that's right behind her, I don't know her name, but for this song particularly, she drew my attention. And I would say because she played with the music. Even like you were saying, Southern plays a lot of ballads and stuff. So you have no choice but to kind of finesse the music so that you can make it interesting. And I think she did that perfectly for me. It wasn't too strong. It wasn't too soft. It was like kind of a finesse that they have. I don't know, but I like the way she was delivering. Herb has a great count selection to me. I think she's gonna be one of those captains that's like checkmate. You thought this, but this is what it's giving. Honestly, I don't know what to expect for her because she kind of like transitioned within that song from the first time we just seen her dance the first round to now it was kind of a different transition. And she gave me like, who was her captain? Ariel? Was Ariel her captain? Or was it Kyrie?
I think
Ariel.
so. It would have been Ariel because it's 2 years of Ariel and 1 year Kyrie.
She gave me Ariel's cleanliness and tight and hitting with her swag in this song. And it's like, I feel like it's important for a team to understand what type of energy the captain is on. Yes, still be yourself, but execute how I'm executing. Because this is how I'm feeling the song. That's just me. So I said that because I pointed out the two because I shouldn't be able to just tell a difference between the two. And that comes along with knowing details of counts and stuff as well. But that's just my opinion.
I agree. I'm There's nothing wrong with what they did. Let me say that, and I don't want nobody to take it negative because I'm not a negative person. I don't come to badger nobody, but it didn't keep my attention. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm watching, but it didn't. And I don't think it's them. I think it's the music. Honestly, I don't even think it had nothing to do with them. I'm tired of hearing Southern rest on slow. Like the Southern that I grew up with in the '90s, watching my brother, they played slow, but Southern played fast music. I don't know what this era of Southern is where we ballad you to death. And they're not the only band that does it. There's another one out there. They just not at this battle. They're, they will ballad you to death. And it's like, I know you're good at ballads. Like, don't be wrong. They are Southern. When it comes to ballads, Southern will murder you in a ballad 9 times out of 10. They're just a ballad band when it comes to swag. But it's
so you don't agree that it's the band, not the dancers.
I'm gonna say possibly, yeah. I mean, they looked good. They looked good, but I just don't know. Like, I can't judge you fairly on just watching you on slow. It's giving doll. It's giving all of that. It's just I want to see the other side of
it.
Yeah, I want to see the other side of you so I can see what
and
you
I
did.
Agree, because they did say not like us, but the way that was a amped up song, but they couldn't get amped up because the way they played it. Gotcha.
They not like us was not like us. It just didn't.
Right.
It wasn't giving us.
We're gonna move on.
Hey, I'm not being mad. I'm just saying they drugged that song. That song was. It was on its way to the funeral.
Okay, here we are.
All right, Texas Southern University, motion. He's not wasting any music. The girl said we're not wasting music this year. Is that a new count?
They did it last year.
Okay, I don't remember.
Hi. What's up?
Let me tell you how sound, baby. For her to be so long, she's a clean dancer. She's a clean dancer.
That's why it's like, I don't know. Come on, shake.
That's cute.
Ketchup.
That's an old camp.
Yeah, that's 17 right there. That's my grandfather right there. Next thing. That's spicy ketchup.
I was gonna say I have never seen that camp.
It's another craft.
That's a cute camp.
She did another count too. That was one of my craft too. That was my craft. Okay, it's like she's going back to the book.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. I feel like she's pulling counts back from that we haven't seen in a while.
Try and mix it up. Come on, Kayla. Ah! Sorry.
Stop calling out the names. We know your motion.
I felt it. Sorry.
Without the hair, she executes that so well.
Okay. Another 17 count. Okay, Kayla.
So she feeling her 17 swag.
Okay.
Oh, you did this thing in the video.
Huh?
You did this thing in the video.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Ow. They look good. Little details. They look good.
You feel it?
Little minor details.
Okay, Till.
So, what did you think?
clean. Energy's there. They definitely have the attitude. They look good. I noticed that they only wear their black and white uniforms so far at the end of a season or at the beginning of one. They don't wear it during the middle of a season. I don't think they wore it in the middle of the season. They wore it at the end of it debuted Kaylin's last year at the Honda.
They wore it one time at a game.
They must have wore it last year then during Tamara's year because they wore it the first year they wore that uniform was Kaylin's Honda, her last performance at Honda. Right before she came to the first auxiliary collegiate weight camp. That was the first time she wore that uniform. Mm-hmm. They must have wore it last year when I married her at the game. I don't remember seeing it. I don't remember off my top of my head. But then they wore it at the beginning of this year. That's why I was saying that uniform.
Wear it again, but I could be wrong.
It might have been. It probably was at a game that I didn't probably think about, but it probably was. But I'm just saying, I like that. I really like that uniform. It's simple. It's different. I like the black effect of it. I wonder what it would have looked like if they would have used like a navy blue. That could have been tea. That's in the story here. I like it. I like it in the black though. I do. It's sexy. It's different. And they're giving it to me. Her lines. She's clean. She didn't waste no music.
Doing everything the little bitties can do.
And they're digging in the book.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing counts I didn't see or have not seen in a while. And I feel like she's using her musicality. It's keeping me entertained. What I will say is it's a lot of girls. It's a lot of girls. It's a lot to look at. They look good. But it's a lot
everything's bigger in Texas.
I think they're bigger than the Foxes at this point. And the Foxes was the biggest team in Texas. It was the Foxes and NCAT and Golden Delight. Like you only had a few teams that were big in numbers. Foxes, Golden Delight, like that. Now motion is in that number. I'm not used to that. I'm used to 12 motion, 13 motion, 9 motion, 7 motion. We got 22 motion. But they look good, so I'm not complaining because they look good.
They do look good.
If they didn't look good, that'd be a stud story, but they look good. Who is this? Yes. Mouse. Okay, we're back at Mouse, Golden Stars.
They sound good.
They do. Mine sounds really good. I said that about that field show too.
So like before, the counts are not bad. It's just I'm I don't know. I'm not pulled in yet. Maybe I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. It's just I'm not pulled in yet. Like they look good. Y'all look amazing, but I'm not pulled in.
I think song selection one. I think this is to band directors general. It's hard to look at a band to be in a battle and you start playing slow music. The goal is to keep the energy up. So good job to PV. PV kept the energy up. Some bands are playing medium slow tempos, but they're pushing it and it's entertaining. But when you get to just having a slow song at a battle of the bands, I understand it if it was just a straight on fifth quarter or whatever. But at a battle of the bands with such a large crowd, the goal is to keep everybody here. When you play a slow song, unless that slow song is very entertaining or it's got the crowd singing, it can be a hit or miss. That song also drags a little bit naturally, not because of the band. It's a draggy song, but it's a good song. I was singing it, so I was into the song. I feel like the count selection was not entertaining to the song.
Exactly.
You were doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 versus 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and giving me a little more to keep me entertained. That's when you start pulling out those end counts and to entertain. And then you can blend that in with some simple counts for breathing moments or for visuals. So, and I also think the call, your calls make a difference in how we see things too. So if you're doing simple counts, do calls maybe coming from the ends so y'all have the reverse look so that the visual makes up for the simpleness of the count. So you got to know what call to call and what counts to throw in a call so that it gives something. So yeah. So not bad, just not entertaining.
Agree. Looks like we're back at Tuskegee.
We're back at the Pipers, the Crimson Pipers.
So they're just Pipers.
They're Piperettes. I'm talking about the band. Okay. The Crimson Pipers is the band. The Crimson Piperettes is the girl. Okay. Is this a stand routine?
Looks like it is. Okay.
See how her half up, half down. See how they have the same. Yeah, but I can see their facial. I can see the emoji. Yeah.
Yes, it's different. Like she's selling.
And it's similar. The texture of the hair is very The texture of the hair is similar. It's just I can now get into your emoting, which also helps me pull into what you're doing. It helped me get into your selling of the camera. Hey, tail. Look at the tail. Look at the tail. Baby, we're back. That was good. It was nice. I'm going to still say early for a stand routine. A little bit early because I feel like that's your chance for the crowd to know you who may not be exposed to you.
Exactly.
If the stand routine is a compilation of all your counts and it really sells your team, I'll say yes. Did that sell their team? it was cute, but did it sell me who the Piper Ritz was? I guess that's debatable. I'm not going to say that it's not, but preferentially wise, I would love to see them just to give me some intricate counts, some good calls, or calls to throw the counts, and I think it would have made a difference. But if that was my first exposure to the Piper Ritz and I don't follow them, I would want to see who they are. If your second song is a stand routine, I've missed an opportunity to learn who you are. That's all I'm saying. But they looked good.
They look good.
They look really good, and I'm excited for this season for them. I'm really glad they're getting known in the band world. And I'm glad they're getting an upgrade in the band world, too.
Okay. Let's move on.
All right. I believe this is our last one. Yes. Most of the bands are on the field. PV's on the field. So, yeah, I think this is our last round.
Yeah.
Southern's taking the field. So, yeah. We're back at Texas Southern University, Motion of the Ocean.
Hurry up.
Baby, she's dancing already, baby. She's wasting no music. I'm here for the non-wasted music, baby. Know exactly where you're going.
Okay. See how they know how to the difference between I've seen them do this count different types of ways. Like you gotta know south or not.
You have to walk around PV.
I know.
Because they're sad.
I don't know what they're playing. Okay, look.
I'm gonna say the same thing here. They're playing 2 slow songs. I wish they would have gave us one up tempo.
Come on, that's a 17 count.
I remember that count. Is this a stand routine?
Looks like they put it to one. That's okay though.
Quay.
Huh?
Quay.
Huh?
What was going on at the end of that?
So it looks like, first off, I think what happened was she went with the wrong group, maybe. And then on top of that, she sat down too early. So it's supposed to be like a catch on half and half, but I don't know.
But you had over half the team, and then that corner of the team.
I said she.
It wasn't just her, because even if she was with them, it was off balance. Well, look, I'm excited, super excited to see what the remainder of the season is going to bring. That was it. I think kudos to all the teams. I just keep saying work on your musicality as a general note to everybody, and it doesn't mean any one team, but work on your musicality, work on execution so that everybody's executing the same. Pay up. Pay your attention. Make sure that everybody's seeing what the call is. Know who goes which way. make sure y'all going over those minor details. On the bus, when you're in the back area, just that way your performances are flawless. So that way you don't give a lot of room for critiques. I know everybody critiques, everybody gives their opinion, but the more you work on those small details and those small things, you leave out what people can critique, because then they're pulling hairs for stuff. And I feel like most of what I've given today has been hair pulling. I think y'all done a really major job for such an early performance. Shout out to all 8 bands. Shout out to all 8 bands, all auxiliaries that participated. Really good job for so early in the season. So I know from here it's only up. So can't wait to see more of your material throughout the year as we keep going. Koi, final thoughts?
I think you said everything. It's for me and you both. I mean, it was pretty good. I was really entertained with this battle. I'm proud of everybody. Keep the momentum up. Let's keep everybody being filmed. Let's be consistent with that. Make sure everybody gets their coverage that everyone deserves it. And let's see what the season brings. I'm excited. Let's go.
All right. Well, y'all, that's it. Thank y'all for watching this very, 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 very long 2-part installment of State of the Auxiliary Podcast. We'll be back with you next week as we continue to bring you great footage, and be on the lookout for our review videos. You'll be getting some of those throughout the season. So be on the lookout for that. We haven't gotten down the schedule of how we're going to do that yet, but we've discussed it. So it is coming. How and when is the question, but it is coming. And we'll get into it. So with that being said, guys, thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good evening. Run up the views, hit the like, subscribe. Don't forget you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. So make sure that you're doing that as well. If you want you to do that, you can. That was the wrong one. Wasn't trying to put that one up. You can follow us on Facebook at Passion and Performance, on Instagram at Passion and Performance __, YouTube at Passion and Performance. Run us up, hit the like, subscribe, continue to support. As you can see, we're going to give you our honest, unbiased opinions, but our goal is to only critique, not to tear down. All right. So make sure that you continue to support us and follow us, as we'll be covering the season as well. Okay. I cannot wait to see all y'all gotta do. So we're gonna get out of here with that being said. So thank y'all so much, and we'll be running it back. All right, y'all. Bye.